welcome everyone. So today we're going to be making chicken tikka paneer rolls. So in a bowl I have 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and to that I'm going to add 1/2 cup of plain yogurt. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, our spice mix. I'm going to whisk all of this together. Now this is the paneer that I'm using. It comes in a block like this, so I'm just going to cut it into cubes, and I have half of a whole chicken that is cut into like around 8 pieces. So I'm going to whisk this well. This is our marinade. So these are 8 pieces of chicken. This is half a chicken. And I cut slits into each of the pieces just so the marinade can go inside the chicken and flavor it from the inside out. We're gonna mix this well and then add in our paneer. Now I put the paneer inside it. I cut it into like cubes or like rectangle cubes, and I'm gonna mix it in so it also gets marinated with the chicken, and I'm gonna let it marinate overnight or at least for an hour or 2. Now I've covered it with some saran wrap. I'm gonna pop it in the fridge and let it marinate for a few hours, preferably overnight if you really want the flavors to pop. So now that the chicken and paneer have been marinating overnight, all the flavors are kind of melded in together. I'm going to lay it on a baking sheet with some foil, and I'm gonna spread it out so everything can get cooked pretty well and nothing's like overlapping. I have the oven preheating at 350 degrees. The option is that you can also grill it. That would be amazing. For grilling purposes though, for the paneer, I would stick them in skewers and then place it on the grill so it gets a really nice grilled charred flavor. In the meantime, I'm going to cook up my parathas, which I'm just using the pre-packaged form and just heating a skillet, placing it on until it turns golden brown and flaky, and then setting it aside to cool. Now to make the paratha, just so you know, it comes in this little thing. You're going to put it in a pan completely frozen. You don't want to defrost it because then it'll get sticky and the dough will kind of melt. It's like a whole process. So just put it in frozen. I have the heat on medium-low. You want to kind of pan fry it on a lower heat because it can burn pretty easily, and then it's going to be raw inside. And you also kind of just want to rotate it while pressing down. And then once it's golden brown and flaky, it kind of puffs up a bit. This is when you want to remove it off the heat and start with the next one. So this is how it looks after baking for 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and then I put it on broil just to get a little bit of charred pieces for about 2 to 3 minutes. You want to keep an eye on it just so it doesn't burn. Now I'm going to let it come to room temperature and then shred the chicken to put inside of our chicken tikka paneer paratha rolls. Now I shredded all the chicken, and I also cut up the paneer into bite-sized bits. That's totally optional. I just find it rolls better inside the paratha if you kind of chop it up. Now I have a few tablespoons of oil, just vegetable oil, and I'm going to pop this in. This part's totally optional. I kind of like it a little bit more on the spicy side, so I'm going to just fry it up real quick. And to this, I'm going to add about 1/2 tablespoon of this tandoori masala from Sean. And again, this is totally optional, just if you want to spice things up a bit. And I'm gonna mix this, fry it up. You can also fry it up and adjust for seasonings if you need to add salt or if you want to add anything else. At this point, I feel like the frying in this oil just gives it a little bit more pizzazz and some extra like juiciness and moistness. Now we're going to make our sauce. I have about 2 tablespoons of green chutney. You can use the store-bought kind. This is just some that I have made fresh at home. And I'm gonna add a few tablespoons of mayo. I'm gonna start off with around 2 tablespoons of mayo. Mix this well. So to make the rolls, I grabbed one of the parathas. I'm spreading just a little bit of our sauce. And then we're going to add our chicken tikka and paneer mixture. Just like that. Beautiful. I like to fill it in kind of extra. And then I like to add some onions, some diced onions for some crunch. If you have cucumbers, that would work really nice too. A little bit of freshness. And just roll it up. And these are really easy to make. And there you go, super easy and delicious. Great for school lunches, work, and they freeze really, really well. So just like that.